My name is Rajette Harris, Chairwoman of the Dauphin County Democratic Committee. Welcome to our new series, Getting to Know Your Candidates, to help you get to know the candidates running for the upcoming election, as well as on a personal level. Our next candidate is Hanif Johnson, who is running for Magisterial District Justice. How are you?
All right, and yourself?
Great. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. I was born and raised in Harrisburg. I grew up off of Cameron Street, small little projects. After that, I graduated from Sci-Tech High. So I was able to be afforded the chance to go to the Science Technology School, and prior to that, I was in the Advanced Learning Program. So I got a little sciencey math background. I went on to Penn State to receive my Bachelor's of Science in Economics. A lot of people think economics is all about money and business and all that, but actually it's a behavioral science that studies the way people make choices and why they make the choices that they make. So.
Why are you running to be a district judge?
Well, actually, once I found out the criteria that you needed to run for district judge, I was like, wow, this would be a great opportunity for me to be involved with the community in a deeper aspects as far as the justice system, because I was already involved with it with juveniles, and then me being a counselor, working with the juveniles to bring back balance and restorative justice to the community and preparing them to come back and be productive citizens in life. By the time they got to an older age, it's like, oh wow, I can just widen this spectrum and do adults and children. So I mean that's really what drives me, and I had the misfortune of being on the other side of the law as an innocent man, and then I seen the huge impact if you don't take people's lives into consideration and you don't treat them as people and you just treat them like cases, the huge impact it can have on someone's family. And then to be able to be in a position like that make that big of a difference and get involved with it is just astonishing to me, and it motivates me.
Do you feel that maybe those experiences is what might have prepared you to become a district justice?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, right now I'm in the justice system. I'm involved with it, and a lot of people say, "Oh, well, you're just dealing with children. Those children have to grow up." And it was James Aiken, a commissioner in Indiana. He once said that you can go into broken homes or fatherless homes, and that's how they predicted 10 years from being the age of 8, 10 years from now, to fund a $75+ million prison system. When they asked them, how do you even think that you'll be able to afford it? So I think me, wanting to give back, wanting to try to get our youth involved in anything. I mean, I coach now as well as at the high school, as well as summer and AAU. I coach track. So I think it's all about our kids. They are our future.
What differentiates you from your opponents?
None of my opponents are involved in the justice system right now. I mean, they may, volunteer or, want to help out or, things of that nature, but none of them are actually in the field working with either adults or children. So I think that I have an advantage of actually knowing what's going on, knowing how, children are being sentenced, how, the probation is working, everything. I mean, even, I don't know if they know, but Governor Wolf, he just set an initiative. They just graduated the highest class ever of probation officers, and they shut down a state prison. So that's just to reduce, taxpayers' money on the prison system and trying to get people geared toward other initiatives and using resources other than locking people away.
If elected, what will some of your duties be?
A lot of people may think a magisterial district judge has a lot of control over things, but they necessarily, you uphold the law. That's the most important component about it. You see if a case has prima facie, which means if there's enough evidence to be, taken to trial. But other than that, you do have a lot of control over, landlord-tenant disputes, parking tickets, as well as truancy, which is a huge issue. Like a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm gonna work with the school district. Well, I mean, the school district is already at its end, so they're sending them to you. So I feel as though I know a lot of resources to, direct the parents as well as the students, because you have to think no one's gonna want to just not learn anything. I don't want to go to school. That just almost sounds, crazy. So you got to get to the root cause and the issue. So I mean, that's another thing where I come in as, having experience of dealing with children. But other than that, and you do also have the option to do marriage ceremonies if you want to. So.
Nice. What do you perceive as the greatest obstacles to justice, if any?
The greatest obstacles, I believe, is trying to perfect it, in a sense of making sure you don't have innocent people in jail, or making sure you protect the community the best way you can. Because then, you let one person out on bail and then it comes back you shouldn't have. Or if you should have let someone out on bail and you didn't. So it's like, it's always that component of using judgment. So I think, it's really important that you have someone in there that's used to, working with policies, procedures, as well as, being familiar with the law.
And why should voters vote for you?
Like I said prior to previous questions, I'm currently working in the justice system. I'm up abreast as far as what's going on, and I'm dedicated to the community. I'm a fair person, I believe, and I will work diligently. I mean, any job I have, I'll work hard to perfect it. I work hard to find out any information that I can, and I feel as though once I'm in there, hopefully I'll be like Mr. Zozo's and stay 36 years. So, I plan on staying here, and I plan on growing with it.
And my last question, is there anything else you would like the voters to know about you?
Yeah. I'm from Harrisburg. I'm here to stay. And if you want a judge that's going to be fair, dedicated, and for the community, I would like to have your vote May 16th. Remember, we are a community.
Great. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.